coming to class and, taking some time for self-care. So let's do double hands, holds up the heavens, just get the yayas out, stretch, 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 stretch. Interlace the fingers, bring the hands up here, reach into the heavens, and let the arms swing. So, we're going to be talking a lot about the legs tonight, the position of the legs, because when you see me in my skinny pants, that's what we're doing. I love the flowy, Tai Chi costumes. It looks so great, but you can't see as well. So, you're going to be looking at my skinny legs, I'm going to be looking at your legs. Okay, so go ahead and bring the feet apart a little bit and begin twisting here and turning from side to side. And we're also going to be talking a lot about the spine, okay? So, the spine I know you've seen pictures of the nerves, and they descend, this complex network of nerves descends from the brain, and it comes down through your spine. So, if your spine is out of alignment, then you're going to have impingements there, it could be pain, it could be loss of function. So we're really going to be talking about alignment. So bring your feet shoulder width apart here, and we'll just quickly do an alignment, and then as we do it, just scan your body and see if you feel tension or pain, discomfort, whatever, anywhere in your body. So starting with the feet, we distribute the weight equally, and we let the feet spread out, and we connect with the earth. We connect with the earth, we feel into the soles of the feet, and we begin to slow down. So we're going to take some deep breaths in to the belly and exhale, and just continue breathing deeply. As we come up to the knees, we want to make sure they're lined up over the toes. And we want to take this with us when we go out of class tonight. So, you can always be doing a little bit of Qigong or Tai Chi. And one of the things you can do besides breathing is lining up. So coming up to the thighs, our knees are bent and the thighs are firm. The feet you can even lightly grip with your toes. It's good for balance and wakes up the nerves in the feet. And then we're going to talk about the pelvis. So the pelvis is like a big bowl, and most of us, a lot of us will have this where the bowl is tipped down. So that's when you get this nice lordotic curve in the lower back, and that contributes to back pain. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on letting the back straighten by imagining a 10,000 pound weight. This is what they say in Chinese and Tai Chi. 1,000 pound weight on the tailbone. So it's not a big tuck or anything, just allow that tailbone to stretch down a little. It helps if you bend the knees a little. Now coming up through the spine, we want to give the back some love. So each spine, picture putting one on top of the other, nice and straight, so those nerves can go through there. And you almost like you're pulling a rope apart. Elongate the spine, the chin goes down, and we grow an inch taller. So you just kind of stretch up. We're always the gravity's always pulling us down. Let's just pull ourselves up. We're always growing towards the heavens here. So thinking of the spine here, and we gave it some movement with the twisting. So now we're going to do some exercises from the Golden Chi Ball protocol. So the Qigong we're going to start with is shaking the 9 gates. So now that you're all lined up, we're going to mix it all up. So start by shaking your hands and your wrists with no tension, elbows and shoulders. And then these are the 9 gates we're shaking. So then we shake the vibration goes into our heels and our ankles by dropping the heels here. So if you don't want to do this all at the same time, you don't have to. You can pause between the two, but just really, move your neck, shake it out, really feel into your body here. And as you're dropping the heels, you want to just do that feel that vibration going into your ankles, your knees, your hips, your lower back, middle back, and upper back. 9 gates. And so we always want to shake them out and then pause. So feel into your body. We want to get out of that analytical mind and come into our bodies with mindfulness, a little mindfulness now. And just feel into your body where you might have a little tension. Just try to relax it a bit. Just try to relax it a bit here. So breathing into the abdomen, inhaling deeply, and exhaling completely. Inhale and exhale. The next exercise is called standing on a boat. So we're going to get into the feeling of shifting the weight. And we shift the weight forward onto the front of the foot, and then we shift the weight back to the heels. We shift the weight forward. It's very subtle, but just imagine you're out on a lake and you're on your boat and it's rocking. So we get a loss of balance as we get older, and we want to bring that back. We also get stiff in our ankles, and that's when you see people shuffling because they have no mobility in the ankles. So standing on the boat, maybe your legs getting a little rough here and you're rocking harder, so just play with it and just become aware of that center of balance as you shift your weight. The next one is the bird taking flight. So bring your feet a little further apart, and it's like the bird's wings. You lift your shoulders, then your elbows, and then your hands, and spread your fingers. Now drop the shoulders, drop the elbows, drop the hands, and relax. So shoulders, elbows, hands, and spread your fingers here, stretch, and then shoulders, elbows, wrists, and relax. Now just smooth it out. Trying to get a lot of movement in the shoulders there. Inhale as you come up, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale with the arms fold down. Next one is monkey leaping from the tree. So we're going to be like monkeys, and as we begin to jump, we come down and we inhale, and then we drop the elbows and exhale through the nose. So inhale, bend the knees, inhale, and inhale, and inhale, and one more time, inhale. Good. Next one is embracing the sun and the moon. So we're going to bring the feet wide apart now. And we want to keep that idea of shifting the weight like yin and yang. It's happening degree by degree. So we're not suddenly here and then over here. We're not in a gym pumping weights right now, although that can be fun too. But we want to just be really aware of shifting the weight. It's like yin and yang, changing here, just slowly. And this time, we're going to imagine that we're sitting on a stool and get down as low as you can. We're not going to be doing this for a long time, but when you shift over, make sure that your knees over your toes. And feel that you're straight up here, so you're not leaning forward. You want to have this feeling that you're on a stool that slides. So it's just going across the floor here. Embracing the sun and the moon, we're going to take our hands and hold that ball of energy, and we're going to bring it across. Whatever side you're on, that's the hand that's on top. So if it's left, it's left. If it's right, it's right. And then just play with that. And switch out. Come through the middle, which is really important when we're doing the form, because we don't want to rush it. We have to keep our balance as we transition. Same thing with the feet, here. Grip a little with the toes. Feel the whole foot flat on the floor. And set. Okay. Next one is embracing the sky. So we get all this forward activity every day with our phones and we're coming forward all the time. So this one we want to open our chest and we want to squeeze those back muscles a little bit. Not too hard, but just a little bit. It's a postural thing. So instead of thinking of squeezing them 100%, squeeze them 20%. Just right in between your shoulder blades. Just activate those muscles right there. Just a little squeeze. And we're going to inhale and embrace the sky, look up. And exhale, come down. And inhale, open the chest. And exhale. And inhale. It kind of feels good. I mean, you know, we move forward so much, right? And then one last time. And exhale, come to center here. So hopefully by now you're being present in this room. And if your mind wanders off, just bring it right back. This one is called Gathering the Clouds. So to make a pillow. So it's for your neck, and you want to be very gentle with the neck. So we inhale as we gather the clouds, and we place the hands at the back of the head here. We inhale as we look up, and then we exhale, gently bring your chin down to your chest. Always gentle with the neck. Look up, and exhale, and look up. And now, Tai Chi, float your hands down. Gather the clouds, make a pillow, look up. Inhale, and exhale, look down. And inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. The final Qigong we're going to be doing is return to, what's it called? Return to fetal position. So it's kind of like that child's pose. And there's the meme that says, my yoga teacher told me I could take child's pose whenever I wanted to, and the lady's in the middle of the store with the kids crying. She's out on the floor. All right, we're returning to fetal position. So this one, it kind of looks like you're swimming a bit. So you inhale, I haven't done this one in a while. And then you bring your hands, your whole forearms together, squeeze the fists really hard, and exhale, and go back to the moon. And then you slowly rise as you inhale. And the idea is to compress everything. Exhale. Rise, inhale. And exhale. And last time, inhale. And exhale. And slowly rise and just for a moment scan your body again. Notice how your back feels. See if you can drop the tailbone down. Get the weight evenly distributed. And you know, when you go home, look in the mirror. After I had my car accident, my one shoulder was up like that. So we do fall into these certain patterns, but if you can notice them, you can fix it before it becomes a problem. And a lot of what we do in Tai Chi when we're rolling the feet is so that we don't end up shuffling. We want to have mobility in the ankles. And all the exercises are designed to work the joints, pretty much. And also on the subtle energies. So get some water. We'll move on to the form. I have 2 herniated discs in my neck. And it used to be really painful, but when I started Qigong, it healed it. Still, I don't have like range of motion, but I don't have pain. Occasionally I do. But it's this deliberate, slow movement that can really heal things in your body. So it's nice to get massaged too, but You can do it for yourself too. So. All right. So let's just go ahead and go through the form. And just to wake ourselves up, see what we remember. So I'll be calling out just a couple moves, but mostly just follow along. And here we go. Step out, place the heel, bring the feet parallel. Arms rise to shoulder height, and then draw them back and let them float down as if in water. Resting here, and then all the way down. Shift over to the left and hold your ball. Shift to the right and shift a little further so the back foot rises. Pick it up, ward off left. Shift forward, step with the right foot, ward off right. Now we have grasp the bird's tail, which is roll back, turn, wrist to wrist. Separate the hands here and push. Now shift the weight back for a single whip. Turn as far as you can. Now put your weight in the right foot and step to the left. Now we're turning to the front for lift hands. Lift the heel, turn to the front, palm to elbow. No weight in the foot. Drop the arms, shoulder strike, place the foot out, shoulder strike to the front and turn to the left. Brush knee, first brush knee, step out. Step forward, lift hands. Second brush knee. Deflect downward, parry, punch. Wipe under the elbow, and press. Turn to the front. Bring the hands across in front, feet are parallel. Good. How's that go?
I don't know why when we're doing like that, is it just an old habit that my foot comes like that? It is supposed to be down. Okay.
Yeah, it's
I don't know why
it's down, it's
it
flat.
just wants to pop up.
Yeah, that's minor, you know.
Yeah.
That's minor.
Maybe I do it to just remind myself.
Mhm.
I have a lot of weight in it. I don't know.
Yeah, as long as you don't
It's
have
not really
weight,
down in there.
it's supposed to be empty. It's supposed to be empty, so.
It's the same like on either way, but my foot just pops up.
Yeah, so let's take it from push. So we've just done our roll back and we push here. And think about that. You see my back now? The tailbone is dropping down. We're straight up here. Shoulders are relaxed and we're straight onto the wall. Single whip. Shift the weight back, the arms straighten. Turn the right foot with the arms. Weight is in the left. Now the weight shifts to the right, and this is where we form our bird's beak above our palm. Then we step to the left, and slowly, because we're going completely in the other direction, here. Now for lift hands, now we're at 70-30 for lift hands. We empty this the right foot, and turn, and we place it down here. This is Brian's step here. And the hands come together and the palm faces the elbow. So all the weight's in the left, and it continues to be in the left. The arms drop down as this foot comes in here towards the heel. Then we place the foot out again, and there's still no weight. Then we shift forward and shoulder strike. And I'll just turn around so everybody can see where my hand is here, straight towards the front. Yeah. Like that. So you're kind of like butting it with your shoulder and you're reinforcing it with this hand. Once we've gone forward, focus on your right leg, keeping it there, and just turn to the left. And I said turn to the left because you're not really placing that left foot in a particular position. It just goes where it wants to go naturally. You see what I mean? It just comes in. So you've done the shoulder strike. Now it does come in a little bit towards the center. Here. And then we have our first brush knee. So we are bringing this hand to strike. This hand brushes the knee. And now we're in 70-30, elbows bent. We rock up, and I'm lifting that whole back foot up, and I'm setting it down in a different position. So instead of being this way, it's to the side. And then we're going to have to bring this foot back in as we lift hands again. So let's take that from single whip, and we'll start with the push. So get in your 70-30 stance here, and make sure that your back foot is pointed out. And let's talk about hip distance. So what I want you to do is just take your back foot and step it up parallel with your front. Okay. Now, if you truly went straight up, I know some people ended up like with a narrow stance. So you want to make sure that you have that hip distance. So maybe you need to come apart a little bit more here. So we get into our 70-30 stance. And turn that back foot out a little bit. Back foot's to the corner. That's good. Drop the tailbone there. Good. Now with single whip. Shift back. Turn, turn. Now shift the weight into the right foot. Let the left heel come up naturally. It helps you turn. This arm goes straight out with the beak. And I move this foot to the left. Now this is where I'm saying coming through the middle. Go slowly, let the weight change, and turn all the way to the opposite wall. So what my left hand was doing was just coming up here and then the last pointing out. Just coming up and pointing out. Yeah, and this arm straight out to the side. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Everybody's got looking really good with the arms. Good. The left hand's in front of the left shoulder. All right, now let's take it just a little bit further. We'll start with a single whip. Shift and turn. Shift the weight to the right foot, form the beak. Step to your left and bring the left hand up to turn out. Lift the heel on the right foot and turn towards the front, palms face palms, and lift hands. Drop the hands here, foot comes back, step, shoulder strike, and bird spreads his wings. So the palms facing out here, kind of like you're shielding your eyes here. Yep. And this hand's down here. Now we do another brush knee. So that's two brush knees, right? Elbows are bent. And bring yourself so you're straight up like you're sitting. What will help is if you bend this back knee a little bit, so you're not moving forward. And then deflect downward, parry punch. So we take the weight out of the left foot, frame it. Now I'm going to step with my right. It's kind of like your instep here. No weight yet. And then I'm going to bring this fist back as I chop and move my foot forward. Then I'm going to punch here. Punching here. Kind of bringing that hand back a little bit. Elbows relaxed. Elbows are heavy. So the hand goes forward, the fist goes forward, the hand comes back slightly. So there we are. Now we take the left hand and dive under the elbow, shift the weight back to wipe off, and then push. The elbows are bent, elbows are bent. Now we turn to the front, and we're gonna make our feet parallel. So step the right foot in, and just let those arms come down and up to cross Good. 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 All right. Questions? That's a lot.
I like it that we're like starting at single whip and just repeating it because that's the part that, you know, I think I got the first part down because we've done it so many times in class, you know, we always
Well, you
start
can
that
take
way.
the video and go right to the
Yeah.
end and just
Right.
repeating those moves.
Those, right.
Just you don't have to watch the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying it's been good to kind of go through that part.
So, yeah. And that's a lot for you, but you've done some of the movies before. You feel like you have any questions?
He knows it.
Okay. Anybody have a particular one they want to see worked on? Do it again? Okay, let's do it from the beginning. And this time I'm gonna go just a little bit further just so you can see it. It's into the second third. Okay? That's why you can come up if you want. Come up to do the second third.
Sure, you can come right here. I'm gonna go back here.
You want to go in the middle where you can't get, you're not in the camera.
All right, so let's just try to relax. I know you're thinking about the movements, but just try to relax and get into the flow. So we shift the weight over to the right, move the toe out, feet are parallel, arms come up, fingers extend. Float those hands down on a column of air here and then let them go down. Shift the weight to the left foot. Turn on the right heel, hold your ball. Now shift forward. Step with the left foot, heel, toe, roll it down. Pick up the back foot, forward off right, and roll the foot down here. Well, let's just pause here for a moment. In this right hand, you sure your hips should be facing to the wall. The right hand, the palm faces the chest. The elbow is bent, it's heavy, it's not up here. This hand is here. Now we'll do the roll back, grass sparrow's tail. So we roll back, turn the waist, wrist to wrist, and come straight onto this wall. Separate the hands for the push, and then push slightly upwards here. Weight is 70-30. Shift the weight back to straighten the arms. Turn here, shift the weight into the right foot, lift that heel, helps you turn, and then step, and the left hand comes up, and push. Okay, lift the heel of the right foot, or lift hands, no weight in it if you can do that. If not, just do the best you can. Now let this come down and the foot come in. Foot goes out, still no weight. Now shift and shoulder strike towards the front. Now turn to your left, where a stork spreads his wings, like you're shielding your eyes. Now we have our first brush knee, so we need to step out to the left just slightly. And then lift the foot up, place it down, lift hands. Brush the knee. And now we've come to the end of the first third. So we're going to take the weight out of the left foot and turn it out. And we have this movement where we step with the right, pull this fist back, and punch. Left hand will dive down by the elbow, right, and push. And now we come to the end with the crossed hands. So now we have the second part, which is a repeat, except that we're going to do the Embrace Tiger, Return to Mountain, which looks suspiciously like diagonal single whip. So we start here, and we're going to go to the corner, it's diagonal, and then we're going to do the grasp the sparrow's tail. We're at a diagonal, it's the same movements. Separate the hands and push. And then we come all the way to single whip, just like we did, except now we're going corner to corner. So we end up in the corner here. What comes next is fist under elbow, and I'll just demonstrate it. So we're going to step here, we're going to step here, then we have this on the elbow. Next is like you're stepping back on the railroads because your feet are parallel. Pretty possible. Doesn't have to be a big step, it's toe heel. We'll be working a lot with that. It's toe heel, we do 3 of them. We stop when the weight's in the left foot, and we grab our ball over here for slant flying. And we're gonna be going over the right shoulder, stepping to the right. And bringing this hand up as this one goes down, slant, flying. I'm looking at my hand here, but we'll get the details later, it's just so you can see it. Now we have cloud hands. So cloud hands, we step up with the left foot and the feet are gonna be parallel here. And we move our arm across like a cloud to the left. When we step in with the right hand is going across, and we step out with the left. So this is a fun movement just to flow with and play with, keeping the feet parallel and letting the arms float in front of the eyes like clouds. And that's all we're gonna do for today.
We've gotten that far
Yes,
the last time.
yes, we did.
Not that I remember of it, but I
Yeah.
remember the,
We did a while ago too, like,
The clown.
when we were in Sanford, we got somewhere in there.
Well, the first round, I didn't even go to the beginning when you started.
Mhm.
You started with this kick series, which was the second, third. Yeah,
okay,
because that's when you got your balance back.
well, kind of, sort of, but I'm still working it. But yeah, I did get my balance back.
Yeah, we were doing the kick series.
Yeah.
Rooster stands on one leg.
Rooster's gonna have to walking train.
That's what it was, we were doing it, you're right, I remember that now. We
Yeah.
started in the
Don't
middle.
worry, my rooster needs a chair.
Yeah. And the way I taught it, I was like, just bring your foot here, Rooster stands on one leg. Rooster stands on the other leg. What helps is if you actually contract your core just slightly. So that was, and then Mimi was doing it with her foot on the floor in the chair. But that's how you start. Don't ever be overwhelmed with the kicks. It's just a matter of, and maybe eventually we'll get a little higher. We don't do the super high kicks here, so.
I think I noticed that even when we're doing this stuff, the thing I have to refocus myself on is I catch myself, we're doing something, I'm doing this.
Yeah, yeah.
Instead of
that
being
was
more
me.
upright, I'm like this. So I noticed you gently reminded us to be upright, because whenever you'd say that, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm leaning over,
Yeah, it's like you just want to turn around your axis,
and stay upright.
this is your energy center. In Tai Chi, we don't twist, we always have, everything's in alignment here. It was in alignment, so, yeah. And it helps, there's just certain things that help. Being vertical helps a lot.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I just have to catch myself, because I'll catch myself leaning,
Do that again?
All the way?
Yeah,
From the front, top.
Okay, let's do it. You want to change places again?
Yeah, you can stay there.
Well,
You're
you might
being
be in, I don't know, can you check and see?
Is that underway?
She's trying to be famous.
Just her head and her arms.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get back.
All right.
Or I'll go back here, you go up there.
Yeah, that's okay, I'm gonna keep I gotta keep my eye on it.
Unless you need, you wanna see it from
The
a
plan
different
was
angle.
spoiled.
I mean, I'm fine going up
Yeah.
there, don't let me fool you, it's okay.
You want to switch out, Cindy?
I'm good. You wanna be over here?
So if you're fine there, I'm okay.
Okay.
Sounds like we're all good.
Sometimes, yeah.
Or too polite, one or the other, okay.
All right.
I could read the paper while you're in front of me.
yeah,
I
Maybe.
know.
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, the news.
So if I tell you stop, it's because I'm in the middle of a story.
We're saying Memphis news maybe.
Blue Ridge Mountains.
Blue Ridge.
Asheville.
Asheville, North Carolina.
Okay.
So I know I've played this music for you before. That's one of my teachers composed it, Trisha Yu. And it's just very flowing. Okay. So we stand here, ready to start, and we connect with the Tao, which is the sky, the sun, the water, the stars, and the energy, the chi that animates it is in us. So we want to connect with that, and we want to relax because the tension impedes the energy, impedes the chi. So we want to connect, whatever you call it, the quantum field, the universal intelligence, we're part of it. So, and then we immerse ourselves in that wonderful Tao. And so begin. Bend your elbow and push. This is called a parrot closure. Turn to the front, cross the arms. And now embrace tiger, return to mountain is like a diagonal single whip. So I'm going to my corner, not necessarily the corner of the room. And then the weight's forward and we do the roll back. And we press with the wrists, separate the hands, and we push. 70-30. Now single whip to the other corner of your box. Here we're changing direction, so we're going to go to the left, so we're going to step here as we begin to turn, and then we turn a little more, bring the right foot out, and then fist under elbow. Three pulse monkey, stepping back, toe heel, toe heel. And we do 3. So we end with the weight on the left. Circle the arms out to hold your Tai Chi ball. And we're going to step over the right shoulder for slant flying. And here, we're facing the front. Beginning of cloud hands, we step up with the left foot, parallel, and the left arm comes across. We step in with the right foot, the right arm goes across. We're always stepping with the left foot out. We'll do a couple more. They say do as many as you need to get back to where you started in pulse monkey. So this will be the last one. And this last one is like a half single whip. So I step here and I go into single whip. And then we begin our snake creeps down, which is bending the knees, down, and standing on one leg, rooster, standing on the other. We have low kicks, one to one corner, and one to the other corner. And then we turn, kick, and place the foot down, push knee. Jump it.
So when we're on the last one, we ended like this, and then we were going, I think we were going to our corner, it's like if I'm here, is this my corner? Because I was trying to turn too much, I think.
No,
but
I think you're correct. It's
to that
the,
corner.
yeah, the back
It's
corner.
not my box corner, because
It's-
I'm here, but you're saying not that corner, but the back corner
Not the
of your
front
back.
corner. of
The
your
back
box.
corner of your box.
Yeah.
So you're like this, and you're stepping to the back corner of your box. Got it. Okay.
And so then when you do the single whip, you'd be going
To that other opposite.
Yeah.
corner.
Picture that box around you, and I guess you would call that the back corner is one way.
Right, of my box, because I'm facing this way, so that's the back corner, and then I'm going to the other opposing corner.
Exactly.
Gotcha, okay.
So, yeah. From cross hands here, hands across in front of the chest, not on the chest, but out from it. We shift the weight over to the left, and we lift the heel here. So you can just watch for a moment, but it's a similar thing. As I'm turning, I'm starting my brush knee as I'm turning. So as I'm turning, the hands, left hand's going down to come up by my ear, and as I'm stepping, it's completing the movement. It's a brush knee. So you go above the knee, and you have to be close, and then this hand pushes, and the elbows relax, and the palm is out. Yep. And this hand is resting on the column of air. It's just brush the knee. Yep. Really looking good. Really looking good, guys. So after we step into that corner with a brush knee, we turn the right palm up. Then we start grass sparrow's tail, rolling back with the hand near the elbow, turning the waist, same movements, and then it's wrist to wrist here, shift forward, separate the hands, and push. Now we have single whip. So shift the weight back, bring the hands and the right foot along to turn all the way in. The weight's in the left, now the weight comes in the right. Pick up that left heel, and remember we just have this far to go, just to the corner. Good. That is a difficult move, so I'm really impressed that you're getting, especially the directions. Yeah?
You're good direction.
Huh?
You're good direction.
All right, grab some water. Well, we've got the whole first third down. So we're gonna break down some of the later moves more, and we're gonna break down the second third. But before we leave the first third, are there any ones that you'd like to see again? How about stroke spreads its wings and the two brush knees?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, let's do that. So we had lift hands, and just to show you from the front for just 1 second, as the hands come down, this foot comes all the way in, and then it goes back out with no weight, and then I do that. Then I turn to the left. This hand is shielding my eyes, and this hand is down here, facing this way. So as I came into stroke spreads his wings, my foot came in a little bit. And then when I do the brush knee, I'm going to step slightly to the left, out. And shift the weight forward. Remember to stay with your back straight here. And then I empty the back foot completely, turn it here, and I'm going to lift hands. So I bring this foot in slightly. So stroke spreads the wings. My stance is a little smaller, so I'm going to move that left foot out just a little bit. Bring forward as I brush knee and push. I rock forward, place that foot back down, And lift hands here. Then I wind up again and step out. That's the second brush knee. My right hand ends up in front of my right shoulder. My left hand is down here. Okay. And let's see, let's take it just a little bit further back. Let's take it from single walk when we're facing this direction. We've made that big turn, come all the way in 70-30 here. Knees are light over the toes. The back is dropped here. If you bend this knee, that'll help that. And the arm is straight out here. So I shift the weight to the left foot, and I let this right foot come in. And then I bring the foot in like this. And I drop it down, step for shoulder strike, and then go into spreading the wings. And I wind up, step out a little, brush the knee and push, step forward, step back, wind up, brush the knee and push, elbows bent here, and then shift the weight back, and I always say left, right, left, because you're putting your weight left, then you're putting your weight right, and then you're putting your weight left. And you white as you shift back and push. Good. Turn to the front, and we'll take it just through. Embrace tiger, return to mountain. Turning to my back corner, brushing the knee as I step. Good. Okay, once we get here, I saw Roger bring his back foot in. That was really good, because I forgot to mention that. So, you know, it feels awkward, it probably felt natural just to bring that foot along, right? After we brush this knee, we turn the palm up. And then we do our roll back and press and separate the hands and push and single whip again. Just remember when we're doing the single whip to transfer that weight slowly, just like we do when we're shifting side to side. Good job. Any questions? You look like you have a question. Anything you want to see before we close?
Keep going.
Oh, we'll do the whole thing?
Sure.
Okay. He's a big fan of doing the whole thing, obviously. So
Over.
It's the only way I'm gonna move around.
we'll do it 2 times. We have time to do two more rounds, and we're gonna do them in silence. So stand, relax the shoulders, feel into the earth here. And take a breath in and begin. And they said once you learn the movements, there's no sudden starts or stops. It just flows without stopping. Try to make all the movements kind of blend together. Turn to the front. And I think we're going to stop here and we'll repeat it this part one more time. And then next week we'll break down some of those new moves, especially called spunky. because it's like walking backwards on the railroad tracks. So think about walking forward, your heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. But let's say you're trying to walk backwards to get the door open. It's toe, heel. And when you do, you can practice this at home. And when you're doing it in Tai Chi, there's no emphasis on the heel. So when you step, it's not like you're stepping and you're just laying it gently. So practice doing that. And we'll work on that one next week in class. And we'll do one more round and then we'll close. So start with the feet in a V, shifting the weight, stepping out. Bring the feet parallel, arms rise, fingers extend, arms float down. Shift to the right, left, and hold the ball. Shift forward. Step with the left foot, ward off left. Ward off right. Grasp the bird's hand. Roll back. Press the wrist. Separate the hands. And push. Single whip. Shift the weight back. Weight is in the left foot. Now it's in the right. Step to the left and shift through, turn to the side wall. Lift hands, no weight in the front foot. Bring the hands back for shoulder strike. Start spreads the knees. First, brush knee. Lift the back foot, place it down. Lift hands. Second brush knee. Deflect downward period punch. Step into the left foot. Step into the right. And step into the left. Right under elbow. Push. And turn your foot. Cross arms, feet parallel. Okay, we'll do 3 pull down the heavens to close out the class. And our feet are wider than hip distance. And still thinking about that, immersing in the Tao and our connection. We put our palms to the earth as we inhale, thinking of all the support and energy we get from the earth. Keep inhaling as you turn your hands over and reach for the heavens, whatever that means to you. Bring all that energy down into the body. And inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale.
Good class, thank you.